This is Interstellar Radio. Today's day is October 11th, 2020. We have Retro on the line. Greetings.
Greetings, everyone.
All right, greetings. All right, we have some topics to.
So you've been talking about increased sightings, correct?
Yeah, UFO sighting. They might not be happening now, but
No, I
in
do
the
feel like they are
future.
happening recently.
Okay.
Particularly in August, I felt like there's been a lot more, like energy's been shifting August and September.
Yeah.
I do feel like there is a bit of a cool down or temporary drop this month, next month, due to the energies around the election.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Particularly, yes, it is the energies are kind of tense at this moment. A lot of singular focus that it's hard to distract from. A lot of energy around the election that kind of causing a lot of chaos and interference at this moment. It's
Mm-hmm.
almost lowering the vibration of it, but also increasing the chaos. It's increasing the uncertainty.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, there's so much going on that it kind of yes, there has been sightings, especially over the summer. Um, One moment. Yes, it is kind of clearing out some violations that it is working with scientists as well. I see them working with our scientists, men and women in white coats, and scientists like
Mm-hmm.
out in the desert. But it is clearing some older relations at the moment. It is, especially underneath the World Wars, it's clearing that out at the moment. I do see potential timelines like terraforming technologies that are being shown at this time to our scientists.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is terraforming Mars and here in Mars. There is some team kind of getting ready for going to Mars, and they don't want to think no at this moment until like there's something so there's no at this moment that then like there's a reptilian kind of choking me at the moment. They don't want me to know this. um, that there is there's terraforming potential at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
That timeline's opening up. The Martian timeline's opening up.
Yeah. Yeah.
It won't necessarily be anytime soon because there's a lot of resistance.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of secrets on Mars that some beings, particularly reptilians, do not wish to be found at this moment. I do feel a reptilian presence here that doesn't like this topic.
Hmm.
um, it's kind of choking me a little bit. Sorry. But yes, there is a. You'll see some technology brought out that it has two purposes. But to the public eye, it'll be more of an environmental service. But in private, it can be used for terraforming. It'll have applications on Mars. I'm seeing like the head of the scientist team is like a woman. Um, Very high vibration or light vibration, not necessarily dark vibrations, but not with NASA either, but aerospace related companies. that it'll have like an environmental impact too, a positive one, or it has the tools to be positive. Um, it'll be brought out under global warming prevention. That is a possible timeline at this moment. Yet they're still kind of uncertain about bringing it out. But to the public, it'll be applied to technology. Particularly, it could be used for warfare that they're worried about.
Mm-hmm.
I think they don't want Russia to have it, but no, they definitely don't want Russia. They definitely don't want Russia to have. Sorry, they definitely do not want Russia to have the technology. But one moment. No, they don't want to bring it out because of Russia. Russia is a large reason why at this moment they're not quite ready to bring it out. Russia already has some sort of version of it that is it developed. It is more expensive and less efficient.
Mm.
The technology there.
Mm.
One moment. Yes, going back to the topic at hand, more UFO sightings. They tend to come around what I see when things are more stable here. That's when they like to come. Usually summertime when things are more stable. Springtime, but when people are more likely to be out in the world is when they show themselves more. Um, one moment. Oh yes, at least the ones that want to be seen. They tend to come more in the time when people are more likely to come outside. Summertime tends to be more active season for them. That's what I'm feeling. Not always the case, but this summer was more the active time. Any questions about UFO settings?
No, what about the tall whites? What do you feel from them? Usually in the desert
Yes, exactly.
of Nevada.
hmm Again, they're working with a lot of our scientists,
Mm-hmm.
uh, some geologists, some engineers. They have
Mm-hmm.
a connection to some of our scientific teams, our government scientific teams, but also like aerospace. A lot of
Yeah.
our. Go ahead.
Right. Well, is it? Yeah, they're just quiet. They don't. You hear
Yeah.
about Palladian, Syrian, but tall whites are usually pretty quiet normally.
Yes. I feel like they are here also in part to. I think they had issues with Orion in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them had issues there. They're
Yeah.
trying to
Yeah.
not necessarily combat them, so to say, but they kind of
No. Mm-hmm.
keep things in check.
Yeah.
Uh, but they have had issues with regards to Orion in enough part of it as well. So they
Well, yeah.
do. They tend to deter. The reason why they're kind of out in the desert in Nevada and Utah and all that is because
Mm-hmm.
again, it seems like they prefer a quieter or a more peaceful environment. Which in the deserts of Nevada, you tend to have a lower population, lower noise.
The reptilians from Orion are pretty vicious.
Yeah,
The energy I receive from them. Just like
yeah. So I do feel that they're kind of preparing us to go to Mars or to
mhm.
learn more about our past on Mars. Mars is sort of it's almost easier to learn more on Mars than it is about Earth because
Hmm. Well, I feel like the Orions hide behind
Martian.
Mars and even Egypt.
Yes.
Even you know,
Mhm.
like Egypt's very kind of serious, but Orion's hide behind that curtain
Yes.
pretty well. That is very positive pharaohs or Egyptians, but then there's negative
Negative one.
Orions that are just like, damn, it's like, don't mess with that guy.
Exactly. Yeah. One moment. I think there's something about Council of Nine as well.
Mm-hmm.
So some of these sightings, especially the regards to Orion, the topic of Orion, they have connection to the Council of Nine, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these sightings, they do have connections there. Again, it is a longer process, not to spook anyone. So you do have sort of a gentler introduction to those who are not necessarily channelers, or some of the people who do have contact with the extraterrestrials don't even know the whole story.
Mm-hmm.
They may not be entirely aware of the Orion group or the Orion people,
Mm-hmm.
the reptilians. There may be a little bit of awareness, but I do feel like some of our scientists are kind of getting a more positive spin on things. They may be concerned about more of the dry areas of research rather than politics. They tend to leave the political side out of it. That's kind of environment to see, especially with the.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually somewhat helpful to leave the political side out of things.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of allows for a clearer channel.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it is more the again as a drier academic element to it. There's not as much of a political awareness with the scientists, and it's kind of intentionally kept that way. It keeps the ambition higher,
Mm-hmm.
easier to connect um, on that level. Again, it's a very gentle connection from what I feel. Any questions?
No, we can go into the next topic.
Okay. Yes, you were talking about a movie called The Dark City, right?
Yeah,
And you showed me a picture of it looks like three men in hats and
yeah,
coats. Are there aliens there?
the strangers. Yeah,
Yeah.
they move things around. I got like got an energy hit from them. So let's see what you got.
I feel like, in a way, the energy I get from them is kind of. There's lots of things they're holding on to that are also time travelers. I see them as like time travel beings that they kind of have an obsession. They kind of
Mm-hmm.
they're very. I feel that they're very emotional beings in a way, oddly enough, but they don't really know how to handle it as much. Um, So if I see them kind of the things they do are for very personal reasons.
Hmm.
Um, they're not part of any organization that I can feel, but they're the kind of independent actors. They tend to have people they follow around for a while, like favorites. That's what I'm feeling. Again, they're I get that they're like time travelers. They need some different dimensions as well. They look like they look like tall whites, but they feel kind of different vibrationally.
You feel like Orion energy?
It's not an energy signature I can recognize.
Interesting. Like unknown beings.
Yes, unknown.
Well, I feel like the Orions do something similar to them. Let's put it that way.
Oh yeah, they can.
Yeah,
That
that's what I got from them. But yeah, those are like. What about freezing time? Do you think that happens in our reality somehow? And we're not aware of it.
well, I feel like yes, they can. They can. I do feel like as people, even as just in ourselves, we do have a way of slightly manipulating time,
Hmm.
but it's a very difficult thing to do, of course, to freeze
Hmm.
time completely.
Or maybe in
But
certain
but
place,
naturally, what's that?
maybe in certain places, you know.
Yes, but naturally, I do feel like every being kind of has some relationship to time that they can change.
Yeah, 'cause there's like pictures of planes just standing in the sky, not moving.
Hmm.
Uh, People frozen. So I wouldn't doubt it.
Right, right. It's quite difficult on Earth, but it's easier in other worlds.
But yeah,
With Earth, it's kind of harder to get away with as well. But
yeah, that's true. That's the other thing.
yeah.
I don't know how the hell they would do it, but well, in the movie they do it at night.
Well, of
So
course, everyone's sleeping. So yeah.
yeah, of course, the whole movie everything's dark anyway. That's why they call it dark. See, there's no sun.
Right.
So yeah, but they're on a ship and they're like people that they abducted.
Oh, that's one way they can actually attack like your space stations and your
Yeah,
deep space stations.
yeah,
If you
yeah,
freeze time, there's no
yeah, yeah.
time is not really a concept out there so much. You can freeze time and cause extreme damage to any kind of stationary space station. In the word. So,
Yeah.
uh, so you can freeze time and attack loot or higher attack some things pretty easily if you have that strong control of time. So in some ways in some places it's illegal as well. Uh, quite often
Yeah. Hmm.
illegal.
Well, in this world, it's illegal, but they do it anyway.
Oh yeah,
Probably like everything else.
even in Orion, unless you're like in the outskirts, it can be illegal too.
Yeah.
Oh, it depends on the area. That there's some sectors in Orion where it's even illegal there too. So it's quite rare that it happens. Anyway, it's not the most
Hmm.
common thing. Again, because it's a very difficult thing to do.
Yeah. Makes
That's,
sense.
that's kind of why I get the feeling these guys are not from our dimension. They're not from our,
Hmm.
you know,
Reality.
not from our reality. Yeah, so that's why.
Yeah. Interesting.
They're kind of, they are time travelers, but they're also dimensional jumpers. So reality
Cool.
jumpers in a way.
Yeah.
They came from different universe.
It's fascinating.
Mm.
Definitely that. All right. You want to go to the next topic? Yeah.
Sure. Oh yeah, COVID coming up again recently with Trump. Um,
Yeah. It's like Superman. He's
Yeah,
better now.
I heard there was a scare after he left the hospital, but he's better now. What I noticed. One moment. Yeah, I feel like you know one of the doctors there could have killed him if they wanted to, but he didn't. So there was some nail imagery. A doctor. I think the doctor actually working for NASA. It's on some degree, or connected to NASA as well, which is strange. But experimental Orion medicine is what I'm feeling. It had its consequences, but I do feel like there was some experimental medical technology that came from Orion in parts. It feels like it came from the Zeta, that medical technology they used to improve. It
Mm-hmm.
felt Trump out. I even feel Trump in Orion as a businessman. Like he could also sell the whole planet. You know, he could sell a parking lot. Like there's like a specific parking lot planet he'd sell. Like the Trump parking lot planet. Something like that. I mean, because out there's lots of dead or the desert planets. Um, yeah.
It's pretty funny.
So Trump himself um has connections to Orion. Like, you see him running a casino there. Uh, a giant casino, like people getting drunk and losing their money. Um, so he's been doing his businessman shtick for a long time. But yes, I do feel that there is some technology there regarding his cure, I should say, that may be complicated, but it worked. So
Mm-hmm.
I do feel his energy kind of not waning. It's kind of stabilizing now. I thought it had been waning for a while, but he, what I feel it is more stable at this point. Um,
So he has it.
what's that?
You still think he has it?
The COVID? It is on its way out. I feel a few more days at most. But I see him surviving mostly untouched.
I guess his quarantine's out the door.
Yes.
They just gave him a couple of days and threw him back into the wild.
I'm sorry?
Well, they just let him, you know, get better for a couple of days and they threw him back into the wild, basically. Without a 14-day. Usually you make you quarantine for 14 days or
Yeah.
10 days. They didn't do that for him. So
I feel like there was a reason for that, of course. Well, of course he has a campaign to run, but
mm-hmm.
I feel like the reason behind that is that the disease will do what it does, and medicine needs to go do what it does. So it's going to happen regardless if anything happens. And I
Yeah.
don't feel like anything is going to happen. Um,
Yeah, people say he didn't have it and he's pointing at something else or who knows, whatever.
oh, I feel like he's had it. He has it.
Yeah,
COVID.
I felt that too. I think so. He wouldn't make that up.
No, no, he wouldn't.
I mean, the timing's I mean, maybe something zapped him to give it to him or something. Who knows? of course, he's in those crowds, so you never know too. So
Actually, I feel like it was it's weird. Like the same. Again, it's something like very dark Zeta being that kind of gave him the virus, that also gave him the
mhm.
technology to heal from it.
Interesting.
So it feels like a very dark Zeta being behind the whole thing. So that's just the feeling I get. There's a Zeta being connected somewhere.
Well, I mean, well, like Zetas are really connected to Asia, also like China.
Yeah.
So I felt like a lot of dark ones are they really are running our agenda pretty good. But there's also positive ones, of course, that
Oh,
are
of course, yeah.
helping
The
us.
what it, the what it, I do feel there's more positive Zetas around at this time.
Yeah, that's good.
There's different Zeta families, of course. I do feel like there's like a Zeta bloodline that kind of runs. There's a Zeta family out there that I do feel that's particularly dark, that kind of has a connection to Earth or has a desire for Earth.
Hmm.
A, a bloodline of darker Zeta beings that kind of hide in the shadow, like a Illuminati Zetas.
Yeah, they're really angry. Jeez, shit.
Yeah, and I feel like Trump is has connections with them,
Hmm.
like, but they're not necessarily the best connections.
That's true. He's always calling out China.
Yeah,
So anyway.
he had more power than the one time, but I feel like almost a bit of jealousy there. They're kind of messing with him.
Hmm.
But the whole COVID thing was to mess with him. So.
Yeah, I bet. That's what. Yeah, I feel like it's all political when you think about it. Just it was doing a hell of a job. It's more to it than that, but
Mhm.
a lot of it's politically motivated. I think it's
Yeah.
5G motivated. It's like I'm not sure about that. They'll just use that as an excuse, but it's
Right.
just talking about rocking the boat. When we try to impeach him, no, Nancy Pelosi's trying to kick him out again. 25th Amendment. I mean, she just no end to it. It's
Right.
like, jeez.
I mean,
Uh,
I do feel like it's possible that his unpopularity with a certain percentage of Americans kind of created the timeline for this to happen. But
mhm. Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
do feel like it's harder to get an out than that. So you have to do more to really
yeah.
do
It,
anything.
yeah, it has many purposes why this is happening.
Yeah, the Trump's a fairly stubborn person.
Yeah, yeah. All this backlash is getting. Yeah, he needs it for his ego. Hey, chill out a little bit.
Yeah,
So cool him down. Kind of a hot.
exactly. Yeah.
So, all right, you want to go into the next topic?
Yeah. The next one. Oh, Whitmer. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the Michigan governor that got kidnapped.
Yes. One second. Whitmer, Michigan governor who got kidnapped. That's been all over the news lately too. I feel like I feel like there's like a witch connection there, but also I see her as like an Agarthan being, like an Agarthan witch.
Mhm.
Or like an
Yeah,
older.
I can see her as a witch. That would
Yeah.
explain a lot. Damn, she's vicious.
It seems like she might have been very vicious to the people who kidnapped her, like that kind of Agartha as well.
Yeah,
I feel like she has changed since then, but
sort of.
sort of, yes. Not as dark as she has been, of course, but again, there is sort of a. It's really hard to put a spin on it, but there is sort of like ego there.
Hmm.
Not as strong as Chance, but
No, but man, what she put people through is unbelievable. Walk down the city and just, you know,
I feel there was like a positive intent there. It's not like a trickster energy, but it's maybe sort of like a I know right energy kind of thing. Like a she's used to being like a leader, kind of especially as a witch, she was kind of like a leader energy there. A bit isolated as well, that she had her own following almost. At least until she got older and darker. That like I see her as like a mother being to a lot of people, a lot of beings. So I don't know. She's a very complicated person. Hmm. There's lots of blockages there. Because she is complicated, that there's also a lot of like trying to pull attention away from her. But I do feel like, yes, she has connection to Gartha and the kidnappers. The kidnappers are they knew who were Gartha as well. It kind of goes back to that witch lifetime there. Like I see them as like gnomes or it's kind of it's just old, almost an old astral grudge in a way. It goes back to Agartha. Any questions in particular about it?
no, it looks like you've gone to it pretty good.
Yeah, there's not much to say around it. So
Do something else though, which makes
yeah,
sense. Damn, just it's just the way she's treating people is just bizarre. Just wicked.
again,
Just
I don't see it as evil to say. I don't see it is dark. It's not necessarily evil. It's more of a misguided,
yeah,
kind of like a mother had gone wrong energy.
yeah, yeah. And you have the governor of New York and the mayor of New York are like, damn, those they're not much different or worse.
Mm,
Shutting everything down and just
it's just kind of bizarre, yeah.
so. All right, you want to go into the next topic?
Yeah. What was it? Okay, Texas. This is what I've been feeling like. Texas, in particular, is kind of the new California in the future, a potential timeline. Texas and Arizona, but more so Texas. Um, they're not doing the new Hollywood in Austin. Or actually, no, Austin will be the new San Francisco. Dallas, I feel, might have a potential for a movie industry or film industry there too. I see the film industry possibly moving away from California to Texas. Leading to Florida. The Florida, not at the moment, it's going to be a lot longer because there's still a lot of old energy in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of stale. Where Texas is sort of the new hot spot nowadays. Cheaper. The energy there is a lot fresher.
For now,
Yes, of course. Florida is even more, I'd say, more stale than even California is at this moment.
yeah. Tell me about it.
Yeah.
I'm starting to feel like Florida was shooting off energy weapons during Atlantis, and that thought did come to mind today.
mm.
Yeah, we're just a launching point for the end of the world.
Yeah.
But certainly would explain a lot.
But I also see like timelines, not necessarily ones that are going to happen in this world, but alternate realities or Texas is like one to the city in a way.
Mhm.
Like there's lots of advancement in Texas, lots of energy goes through Texas, lots of timelines go through Texas.
Mhm.
In a way, it usually the nation as well. It's um, you'll see a lot of sectors that tend to move to Texas. Everything coming up Texas.
Yeah.
uh,
And the Apple is there. I don't know if Tesla's moving there or anything.
I feel more Tesla energy in Colorado.
Interesting.
Um, but it is a possibility. You may see some workers in Texas, like a lad in San Antonio or something down that area. But I do feel more of the Colorado energy, uh, Tesla, because I was thinking about Tesla in Colorado, but I don't know what it was. I don't know. I do feel more Colorado energy there. So Colorado might be another place where technology is designed and invented. Colorado and Texas, but more so Texas. Of course, I see the military moving into Texas as well. So. Sorry. Any questions?
No, just Texas is the new Illuminati headquarters. Or maybe it already has been because they have that secret society there.
Oh yes, that's right. That's another topic, but yeah,
The mystery school,
yeah.
kind of like Scientology.
From what I feel, it's strange because I feel like an old Illuminati and a new Illuminati. Um,
Mm-hmm.
in a way, it's moving away from your Orion
Mm-hmm.
initiatives. It's kind of moving away from that relation, and it's moving into like even the Illuminati is shifting at the moment. It's not just the Earth, but a lot of the Illuminati, as far as it comes to Earth, is shifting. A lot of your secret societies are changing. Things are dying and being born at a fast rate right now. New schemes, new themes are dying and being born right now. It's preparing humanity for the future. So I do feel like, as far as I can tell, out there being a new and old Illuminati, the new Illuminati will come to Texas.
Hmm.
The old ones will sadly stay and stick in Florida and the East Coast.
What about
Uh,
Colorado? Colorado has a lot of.
Colorado, Nevada, Utah, even like Idaho. But
Mhm.
yes, and in the West, will be a mixture.
Hmm.
But I do see the West changing into more of a new Illuminati division, while the East Coast will kind of remain an old Illuminati division. Any questions?
No,
Okay.
at the moment. Is there anything else you want to go into or anything?
Oh, you wanted to go into that mystery school, yes?
Yeah, if you want to dive into that a little bit. Yeah, sure.
I do feel this going back to the older Illuminati, this one mystery school. There is kind of it's the old trying to present itself as a newer energy. Um, I feel like connected back to Florida and Connecticut, but or not Connecticut, not Massachusetts, but yes, the East Coast Illuminati, I should say. It does look connected to that. But there's lots of different states that are connected to this, even though it is hosted in Texas. There's lots of energies from different states, different Illuminati groups from the older East Coast Illuminati, I should say. I guess there's really difference there, but one moment. Did you want to talk about this so people know what it is before we get started?
Yeah, it's a metaphysical. What's the name of it? It's a modern mystery school in Texas. It's in Austin, Texas, and they have classes to learn how to do all this. Channel, but you have to join them to really go into their mystery school. That's where it gets kind of tricky, because that's when they
Mm-hmm.
guess steal your soul or something like that. At least that's the impression. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, again, it is sort of you can almost say it's the old capitalizing on the new.
Yeah.
It's that old sort of closeted, exclusive secret society energies,
Mm.
the some more negative, neutral, but negative Illuminati energies. It is a form of exploitation and opportunity, but it is trying to take an opportunity to bring back some control. More students that have this dogmatic, isolated approach, they're sort of isolated in other chilling communities. You, you can say that chilling communities themselves are fairly isolated from one another. What it seems that this one is kind of promising more than it can produce. It's promising one road, one way of doing things, one sort of dogma. Uh, with a, there are some aliens that are kind of working with them, at least some astral beings that they have been. I feel like there's some coercion there too. That there's a lot of manipulation, I would say. Um, but I feel like a coerced energy there too. It's weird. Like some beings are coerced into this group that they don't. It's really I don't know. It's shady as hell. That's what I can tell. Kind of astral side is really shady, but they're not getting much detail.
It's kind of like the Masons in some ways. Like sign up and we'll initiate you.
Yeah.
Or Scientology, probably more like Scientology. And
I feel like they're trying to be more open than those groups. They're trying to be of a broader base.
Interesting.
It's almost like a discount version of the Masons, not
Yeah.
the Masters.
Yeah.
It's kind of repurposing old information, common information. It's things you can find easily, but packaged in a certain dogmatic way. It's a new religion in a way. I do not see it lasting very long. It's weird because like an astral, I can feel like almost like a call center being they're kind of coerced to do there. It's really weird, but yeah, there's some kind of shady business there. But I see like low level entities that are kind of working through this group.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Well, that's an
Yeah,
Austin. That's where everybody's going.
yeah.
So
For what it's worth, I do not see this group working out too well. I do not feel it growing too much, particularly after 2022, I should say. I don't see this kind of group lasting very long.
what about 2021? Do you think that's all gonna
It's not gonna grow much at all. That I do feel like after, like I've done as much growing as I possibly can. What I'm saying. Um, but I do not see it progressing too much further because it is itself limited, and we're moving into an age where those limits and that kind of secrecy will not be able to survive as well.
What about 2021 in general without them? Do you feel like
What's that?
what about 2021 in general, like prediction, or what do you feel
For this
right
group?
now? No, not for the group, just in general.
Oh,
The
okay.
year.
I feel like there's going to be like a heat wave energy
Hmm.
or extreme heat. Um, but also more alien sightings. I'm seeing like a big ship potentially or timeline for it. Particularly out in the desert.
Hmm.
But there is a bigger ship headed towards Earth at the moment.
Hmm.
Again, it'll be the after the election, of course, more in the summertime. At least after April.
Hmm.
April is the earliest, May maybe. But I'd say more June, but or July. More sightings. I don't know. This is like a heat wave energy next year.
Hmm.
Like a very hot record year.
More fires in California.
Yeah. Um.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Want to close out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh.
Uh,
One moment.
yeah. Yeah.
I'm not feeling anything particularly strong, so we can try to
Yeah.
wrap up now if you want.
I mean, is there anything? Uh, do you want a message or something or
Sure.
connection? I do
Sure.
feel like you are connected to the elites. Um, like golden elites. What is it called? It's actually an end of a marble where their skin is gold. Is what I see.
Hmm.
Like a I'm trying to think. It's in a Marvel movie. I can't think of it at the moment. Adam Warlock is a it's something like that. It's like a something that's hidden. I don't know if it's in Orion. I can see it in Orion, but it's somewhere that you're talking to or watching or something like that. That's what I see there.
Hmm.
I feel like you are releasing a lot of the controls here too. Illuminati controls, probably why you feel worn out sometimes.
Yeah, I do. Of course.
Somewhere something's being let go here. So obviously. So I do see werewolves too. Like there's a reality where that's more known.
Hmm.
Um, something like a mythical world. So
Orion, is he? Or
some of it there, yeah.
yeah,
What about what you think?
Sirius, the name, like Syrian worlds too.
Something like that, yeah. It's not entirely Orion, but it's different places.
Yeah, of course. I do thought there's werewolves here, um, or there is some werewolf energy here. Mostly in like Canada, but in the forests. But
Yeah, it's here somewhere.
yeah.
Anyway. All right. Um, that's all I got at the moment. Okay. All right,
Okay.
thank you. All right.
Take care, everyone.
All right, much love. Blessings.